Welcome, my beautiful souls, and welcome back to the Rambling Psychic Podcast. So, today we are picking right back up with our major arcanas for each sign and what they mean, especially for the sign themselves, but also for us as we do tarot readings, when we understand them and they can have multiple meanings. It certainly helps within a tarot reading. So, the Hierophant, number 5. The Hierophant, also known in some older decks as the Pope or the High Priest, is the fifth card of the Major Arcana. It represents establishments of belief systems, the sharing of spiritual knowledge, and the wisdom gained through traditional structures. He is the master teacher, the keeper of secrets, and the bridge between divine and humanity. The astrological association for the Hierophant is Taurus, linking the card to fixed earthly values, stability, and commitment. So let's talk about some of the symbolism on the cards, which, if you're reading intuitively, it's great to understand what some of the symbols mean. Like, I don't feel like you have to, but let's talk about them anyways. So, the Hierophant figure itself, spiritual or religious leader, often depicted as a pope, symbolizing mentorship, authority, and established wisdom. You'll see the triple tiara. This represents the three realms of existence: heaven, earth, and the underworld, or the Holy Trinity, emphasizing his role as a spiritual mentor or a spiritual leader. You'll see a staff held in his left hand. This is symbolizing his religious authority and the balance of spiritual and worldly power. You'll see two figures kneeling at his feet, representing duality and the receiving of traditional knowledge. They symbolize the student's journey. You'll see cross keys found at his feet. These are the keys of St. Peter, representing the power to unlock like Akashic knowledge and the connection between the conscious and the subconscious mind. His right hand is raised in a specific blessing gesture. I say this all the time, signifying as above, so below, echoing the magician and indicating the power to manifest ideas. Keep that in mind. The pillars. So, unlike the high priestess who sits between black and white pillars, which really means duality / mystery, the Hierophant's pillars are often part of a grand archway representing the established structure of faith. So, the Hierophant in the upright meaning. When the Hierophant appears upright, it usually suggests the need to seek out or adhere to established systems of belief, learning, or even moral conduct. So the general keywords: tradition, conformity, structured education, learning from elders or mentors, religious or social institutions like church, school, marriage, commitment to shared values. I pick this up in our readings all the time. And, sound advice. Sound advice. So, spiritual and personal significance of this. The Hierophant asks you to find wisdom through established channels. This doesn't necessarily mean like organized religion, but rather recognizing that many before you have faced similar struggles and their collective knowledge, tradition, ethics, can guide you. So the guidance, you may need to seek advice from a mentor, a teacher, counselor, or a professional who possesses specialized knowledge. The rites of passage. It can signal a formal initiation, a ceremony, or commitment that is recognized socially or spiritually, such as a wedding, graduation, baptism, or let's say like a formal entry into a spiritual practice. That's going to ring a bell for many of you. Shared values. I feel like this is a big part also. So in relationships, it indicates alignment, shared ethics, and a strong, perhaps conventional commitment. In career, it suggests conforming to industry standards or seeking out training. The Hierophant reverse meaning. So the reversed Hierophant flips the emphasis from structure to freedom, often highlighting a resistance to or restriction by some type of rigid system. General keywords would be rebellion, unconventional, nonconformity, questioning the status quo, challenging tradition, dogma, stagnation, like feeling stuck in roles. Boy, I felt that. Personal beliefs and new methods, sorry. So the spiritual and personal significance of this. The reverse card is a powerful invitation to forge your own path and become your own guru. Boy, I know so many of you, you're already doing this, and many of you, you're just beginning and use this energy. So, again, so let's talk about it. The spiritual significance in reverse can be breaking free. You may feel suffocated by, let's say, social expectations, family roles, or even outdated beliefs. The reversed Hierophant encourages you to evaluate these structures and discard any that no longer serve your personal truth. Can be unorthodox learning. Instead of adhering to like traditional education, you might be drawn to independent study, alternative spiritual paths, or unconventional mentors, especially on when you're beginning this spiritual path. It also can talk about personal authority. It signifies trusting your inner compass and developing a set of values and ethics that are uniquely your own, even if they conflict with your upbringing or social group. The shadow side. It can warn against dogmatic or certain type of thinking like blindly following rules, even your own rules, without questioning them. Or conversely, rebelling merely for the sake of it, leading to isolation or chaos. So the spiritual lesson of the Hierophant. If the High Priestess, which is Arcana number 2, represents intuition and the hidden knowledge, the Hierophant is the revelation and sharing of that knowledge. He is the active masculine principle that takes the subconscious, the hidden wisdom of the High Priestess, and makes it accessible through structured practices, rituals, and teachings. His spiritual lesson is that wisdom is meant to be shared and put into practice within the community, or but what the heck, um, a system. What the heck? So the Hierophant challenges you to find balance between respecting the teachings of the past and allowing your own spiritual understanding to evolve. The ultimate goal is to move beyond the teacher and become the master of your own belief. So, this is the Hierophant in the upright and reversed. And I don't know, I just wanted to add a little spiritual twang to it. So, I hope it resonates with you. I thank you. I always love reading your comments, so feel free to leave your comments below, and I will see you in our next major arcana, which will be the Lovers. Bye bye.